Good evening, everybody. How are you? Hello, everybody out there. If you're scrolling around, just cruising around TikTok, stop for a while, hang out, let's talk. I would like to first say thank you to all of the new followers on my page. I've gained a lot of new followers over the last few days, and I really appreciate that. And I wanted to take an opportunity to come on to TikTok tonight and express my gratitude for the followers and all the positive comments and positive support I've been having. But I also wanted to come on and give an opportunity to connect with some of you and talk to you and see what's going on in your life. And I want to show you and teach you how to truly heal yourself. Heal yourself from trauma, heal yourself from dark energy and dark thoughts, because so many of you are on a path and have a purpose that serves light and that serves kindness and that serves love. But so many of you are investing your time and your money into things that you don't need to because you have everything inside you that you need. So I wanted to come on tonight. I want to talk about the true aspects of spiritual healing, show you how to do that. And most importantly, if any of you who are watching this, if you're scrolling by and you just feel compelled to stop. If you'd like to share something, if there's an issue going on in your life, if there is something inhibiting you from moving forward, something holding you back, whether it's a past memory, a fear about the future, something that's happening to you and you are comfortable enough sharing it, please share it, because here, right now, I will read it, I will intuitively dig into it, and I will help you get past it. And that's the truth, my friends, because look, and I don't want to put down anybody's aspects of spirituality and healing. I don't ever want to do that. But as I've said, many of you are taking part in things that are only placebos. They're only distracting you. Because the truth is, whether you're saging or listening to sound baths or watching people wave their hands at the screen, sending you healing energy, none of that stuff makes a difference if you don't believe it. If you believe this is helping, if you believe that's helping, if you believe the crystals are helping, they're going to help. But the truth is, at the end of the day, beyond all of that, it's you. It's you who is healing yourself by your belief. And you don't need somebody singing bowls. I have a whole set, I do. You don't need somebody waving sage in your face. You don't need somebody moving their hands like this online saying they're sending you healing energy with Reiki, because everything is inside you, as I said. If you believe that these people have the power to heal you, then you have to turn that belief inward to yourself. Because the reason you have to keep on going for these healing sessions, the reason you keep on looking for more answers in the exterior world, is because you are not truly healing yourself. You are not making that shift. And healing comes when you shift your perspective. When you shift your perspective. Now, I'm not talking about somebody who breaks their arm and we sit here and go, oh, I'm going to heal you. That's not what I'm talking about. You break your arm, you go to the doctor, you get it set, you get a cast on it. But if you have a broken heart, if you've been a victim of abuse, listen, and if you think I'm just talking shit, I have lived through it. I'm an example of what I talk about and preach all the time. Physically, mentally, sexually abused. Growing up, I've made many mistakes. I've had a lot of shitty things happen to me. And I am eternally grateful for every single bad thing that has ever happened to me, because it has taught me that I can navigate this world. I can get through these things. And most importantly, I now have the tools to help other people get through these things as well. Because every single one of us experienced the same exact thing to some degree or another, or at some point in your life. So whatever's going on with you, whether it's a relationship, mom and dad, fear, anxiety, job, stress, the universe, the cosmos, love, God, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, the devil, aliens, I don't care what it is. If you feel comfortable expressing and sharing that here, right now, I promise you, I will give you the words to show you how to see that differently. Even the worst thing somebody has done to you. So pick it here. Feel comfortable, because I said it's all about healing, is all about your own belief. And inside you, beyond the ego, beyond the conscious layer of your mind, the ego. And when I say the ego, I mean that aspect of you that identifies with your name and your education and politics and religion and social media and needs and wants, everything in the exterior world. You've got that exterior version of you. You've got your inner dialogue, your inner intuitive knowing that connects with the conscious mind and puts that intuitive knowing into words that you will understand. The sad thing is most of you second guess it. You second guess it all the time. Case in point, should I go out tonight and party and hang out and do all that good stuff, or should I save my money to pay my bills? Should I date that guy who I know cheats on girls and stuff like that, or should I date completely the opposite guy of what I'd normally go for? So you're constantly second guessing yourself, no matter what it is, to the smallest thing. And I can challenge you and prove something to you all right now. All of you right now. If you all ask yourself within, right now, say this inside, what is one thing I can do to better my life right now? Say it. What is one thing I can do to better my life right now? You instantly get an answer in your head. It could be diet, it could be patience, it could be anything. Run, move, boyfriend, girlfriend, it could be anything. You get that answer instantly. The problem is most of you then take the ego. You take the exterior mind and you start debating and fighting with your intuitive knowing. You take the false identity, the identity created by mommy, daddy, society, education, church, rule, governor, state, all that bullshit, this part of you here that argues with people and fights with people about left and right and blue and red and gay and straight and black and white and Jew and Christian. You know that part of you? That, right? And then you've got that inner knowing. The part of you that's connected to everything and beyond. The part of you that transcends human consciousness. The part of you that is a part of the divine energy, the source, the creator, God, the cosmos, whatever word you choose. I don't care if you want to say the Easter Bunny, but we are all a part of that one massive energy. We exist within it. Every single thing, even if you're an atheist and you believe things just spontaneously happen, they happened inside of something. And that something that everything exists in, that's what we call God, the source, the cosmos, the thing. And every single one of us are a part of it. You're created by it. You're made of the same thing stars are. Every single thing in this universe we are connected and tethered to. And if you know anything about quantum entanglement, then that right there is the proof you are literally connected to everything because you come from everything. So why sit here and constantly pay somebody else? Do me a favor, wave your hand over my head. Do me a favor, I'm going to sit here and watch a video of people. Here we go. Oh, feel this. Bing, diddly, ding, 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 boom, boom, bing, bang, bang. Yeah. I'm sending you healing energy. No, you know what I'm doing you right now? I'm sending you truth. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you gratitude. I don't need to wave my hands or do anything. If you believe I'm sending it to you, then I'm sending it to you. And for all of you who are tapping the screen and showing me those hearts, I appreciate that. Nothing to do with the likes. I don't care about the likes and the numbers. It shows me that you hear me. We're connecting. It's the way of you returning that energy that I am sending you. And I truly do love you. We don't know each other. I don't care who you are, what you've done, what you believe in, what you look like, where you come from, what you choose to wear, who you sleep with, what you smoke, what you drink. I don't care about any of that. What I care about is that you find your way home. I'm going to go through all this chat right here and see if somebody asked a question, because I truly mean it. If you've had a girlfriend or a boyfriend who is abusive or hurt you or beat you, if you're a victim of some dark crime, if your mother and father abused you, if there's something you want to share and you need to come to terms with, you need somebody to help you shift your perspective. Say those words with me. Shift your perspective, because that's all it is. That's how easy it is to heal. You just have to take the way you see or feel about one thing and shift it. And what I want to talk about is that identity, that false identity, you base your entire life, your entire existence on actions and events you've experienced. Things that you've experienced. If I said to you, who are you? You would say, I'm a mom, I'm a dad, I'm a boyfriend, I'm a girlfriend, I'm a student, I'm a doctor, I'm a garbage man, I'm gay, I'm straight. You would start telling me all these things you do or experience as if they are who you are. They're not who you are. You are not that. You are, again, that awareness, experiencing things. And that awareness, I hate to break it, some of you, it's not white. It's not American. It doesn't speak or favor English. It doesn't even speak or favor this planet. It is connected and a part of and created everything. So that thing inside us, we've got to start stepping outside of this whole aspect. I made a video today talking about enough is enough. Enough is enough of the political, spiritual, religious division. We live on a planet that provides everything for free. I don't give a shit if you think it's flat or it's a spinning globe, which it is, but we are on this thing right now, and it has fresh water, land, fruits and vegetables where we can all survive without fighting. We can share and honor this world and nurture this planet. We have, if you stop and just take a moment to envision how amazing life can be. Can you imagine if every single person on this planet truly embraced kindness and compassion based on freedom and equality for every single living being on this planet? Do you know how amazing it would be? Can you imagine if the governments finally opened up and let us have the technologies that can free us from being a monetary-based society? They can go out there and do all these trivial things we're doing to make a buck, and we can get out there and roam the fields and touch each other and connect with each other and speak with each other and be free. We have this availability, but no, because this exterior world is what constantly controls us. Every single day you open your eyes, you're back, you're here again. You're back in this reality for a new day. And what do? 99.9% of us serve the ego all day long. We serve the ego by way of serving the thoughts and emotions that are spinning in our head like a cyclone. They said what? He said what? I want that. They've got this. Oh, look at that. I want to go there. Oh my God, the kitty. Oh my God, a mass shooting. Oh my God, I got to go to the grocery store. I got to do my laundry. I got to cook dinner. I got to go here. I want this. I want to fuck him. I want to sleep with this person. I want to see them. This is all going on in everybody's heads right now. And if you just stop and take that fucking thing for a minute and put it over here, you'll realize you are none of it. You are none of it. None of it. The shittiest thing that happened to me, I don't know, I could talk about my mother sexually abusing me, my sister physically abusing me, my father mentally torturing me. Hey, you take your pick. You pick something. Apply what I'm about to say to your shittiest nightmare, your shittiest memory. He held you down and did this. She stole this and did all this. Whatever it is in your mind, you did. The darkest, worst thing you did to somebody else, right? We constantly reflect on those. We use the word reflecting, but what we're actually doing is literally time traveling. Now, this is where you want to really pay attention. You are literally taking your current awareness and you are traveling to that event and that action. You are internally replaying it in your head, and then you are taking the emotional state of that experience and bringing it into the present. Or you're looking at the future that hasn't happened yet, and you're taking fear and anxiety and now projecting it into the unknown future. What you don't realize is you're screwing with your own awareness. When you were a little kid, now I want to see some hearts on this part, because you are going to completely relate to this. Every single one of you, when you were little children, you had something inside you that made you feel like you were from someplace else. There was something in you that made you feel like you were different and unique, separate from everybody else. You had this thing inside you that made you feel like you had a purpose beyond everybody else. Don't lie to me, because I know you did. Inside you, you had this kind of knowing, this connection, this being that was in there before you got manipulated and corrupted by school and mom and dad and society. You had something speaking into you your entire life. As you were a kid, as you went into your teen years, a young adult, even right now, something is speaking inside of you, trying to guide you to a better tomorrow. Do you know what that was? Do you know who it is? It's you. You right now, when you think back about your childhood, when you connect with individual moments and you are taking that fear and anxiety from that moment now, you are putting your uncertainty and fear and anxiety that you have now for that situation into that younger version of yourself. When you project fear and anxiety into the future that hasn't happened, that you are interfering with that beautiful intuitive knowing that your higher awareness is trying to send you, because your consciousness beyond this biological, technological rover that's here to see, taste, smell, sample, send, and receive, beyond this thing, your awareness transcends time. The little version of you, that baby, and that version of you taking your last breath, it's all happening at once right now. All of it. There is no yesterday. There is no tomorrow. There is only now. And you have the ability to connect and be all of that. Have all of that insight and wisdom. Connect with your younger self and guide it to today with confidence and love, just as that version of you is trying to guide you to tomorrow to be a better version. So instead of doing this, instead of looking back and going, boyfriend X or girlfriend B did this to me and I hate them. They suck. They broke my heart. They made me think of men and women as shit for the rest of my life. They completely tore me apart. See it completely differently. That person who hurt you, that person who affected you in such a traumatic way, was obviously damaged. Something happened to them before they met you or before that event that shifted their perspective into one of darkness, into one of chaos, into one of uncertainty, one of hurt. And the only way they knew how to interact or respond with the situation they were in with you was from that place of darkness. They never had an opportunity to heal, connect, shift their perspective, but you do. You do. So think of that person you hate. You all got one. There's some relationship in your past that you hate that person. Mommy and daddy, boyfriend, girlfriend, it doesn't matter. I want you to think of that person. And I want you to start, instead of bitterness, resentment, anger, jealousy, compassion, sympathy. Sympathy. They didn't know any better. They were lost. They were broken. All right, so I was there. I took the punch in the face. I took the abuse. You know what? I was strong enough to take it. I survived. I'm here today. As a matter of fact, you know what? When I look back at that inaccessible past, I've gotten through every shitty moment of my life. I'm here right now. So knowing that I've overcome and done all of this, why would I possibly look at the future with uncertainty, with fear and anxiety, as opposed to confidence, gratitude? Think of the lessons you've learned. Think, for one moment, if you just stop and look at all that dark stuff as a lesson, think of how bright it makes you shine. Because you know all those people who are sitting here going, okay, you want a what session? It's going to cost you this much. You want to do this? It's going to cost you much. They're not telling you one thing. The only way for your light to ever shine, the only way for you to ever feel your true purpose, is to go through every bit of your darkness and to go through it with gratitude and love and understand that they are the most valuable, precious lessons you will ever have in life. Sure, it's great to experience things that are fun and joy, and it's great to laugh. It's great. But at the end of the day, what does it do? All right, it makes us project out joy and gratitude. But those lessons that we've had, that hurt and that pain, we have the opportunity to shift that into the most powerful form of positive energy you can ever imagine, my friends. You can ever imagine. We are so much more than flesh and blood and bone and ego. We come from a place that just is infinite and beyond, and we are connected to everything. So please, one of the most important things I ask you to do all the time is protect your energy. Protect your energy. Filter your reality. Surround yourself with what inspires you. Nobody on the planet can motivate you. That comes from within. You can only be inspired. So surround yourself with everything that inspires you. If there's something you're curious about, if you want to learn something, don't wait till you randomly scroll across a video that shows you how to create with spray paint or knit or sew. Go research it. Take the time to research the things you're interested in. Find those ways to bring more joy and more inspiration into your life. Because the better you feel, the better you're resonating in that joyous energy, you're projecting that around you for the people you love, for yourself, and most importantly, the collective. Look at our planet right now. Can you imagine if you could stand off our planet and just see the visual energy coming off of every human being off this planet? It would be the craziest, most chaotic, ugliest shit you can possibly imagine, because we are completely divided on every and all topics. We have no common ground. We have no desire for a common ground, and no politician or no preacher, no religion, no faith, no deity, nothing is giving us a reason to have a common ground. The whole game is created to keep us divided. We all live and function in a society. Listen to this. We all live and function in a society that was created long, 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 long ago. One that brainwashed our great-great-great-grandparents and our great-grandparents all the way down to your parents, to you. And we never had a say in it. You were born, stamped, birth certificate, social security number, citizen of this country. This is your purpose. If you don't do good, you're going to end up homeless. And if you're homeless, you're going to commit crime. And if you commit crime, you're going to go to jail. And if you go to jail, you're a bad person. You're going to go to hell. So be a good person. If you're not a good kid, Santa Claus isn't going to bring you any gifts. So we've been raised and conditioned since we've been kids to function in a society that completely goes against everything about us. This is why all of you and so many of you just feel so disconnected from everything, so out of place. So out of place. You feel like there's more of a reason and a purpose for you to be here, and that's because there is. And it is to shift. Here's a good word for a lot of you out there. It's to ascend. It's to rise to a higher level of consciousness, to raise your vibrational state of existence, not stay here being some egotistical, gluttonous thing waiting for some savior to come down here and wipe your ass and take you home. It's up to you. It's up to me. The greatest lessons we've ever been told. Be the change you want to see in the world. The way to the divine is through me. No man can bring you to God. No one can bring God to you. The way to the divine is through me. I am the way. I am the truth. No one comes to the Father but through me. That is a teaching. That is somebody preaching and speaking and teaching. They didn't mean verbatim me. They meant the self. So accept the truth, my friend. Everything you are looking for in life, you already woke up with this morning. All you have to do is surrender to that light within. Find your way through your darkness. Let the thoughts and emotions go. Stop letting them dictate your next step in life, and live from that beautiful awareness inside that doesn't use labels and identities, doesn't see people by color, doesn't judge people by what kind of makeup is on their face or who they're trying to be or what their gender is or what label they choose to identify themselves with. If you are a person who does any of that in any sense of the way, then you are not as spiritual as you thought you were. You are not an awakened soul, as you were if you're judging other people by their choices they make. Everyone choose to be free, right? You want freedom. You want equality. You want to be treated the way you treat people. Well, freedom and equality means letting people choose who they want to be without us interfering. The common ground we need, the one fucking thing no politician is getting out there and fighting for, no religious speaker is getting out there and fighting for, are the simple words of kindness and compassion. If we can all walk a life of kindness and compassion for ourselves and everyone around us, our world changes. Serve yourself. Serve your heart. Not the left, not the right, not blue, not red, not Christian, not Muslim, not Jewish. Serve yourself, your own heart, your own light, because you, my friend, I hate to say it if you don't believe it, you, my friend, are a physical manifestation of it. You are a physical representation of it. What we think and what we feel and we experience, we send home to it. So if you believe in God, if you believe in a higher power, a source, a creator, whether it's biological or technological or a combination of all of the above, or it's something we don't even understand yet, then you have to understand everything you're thinking and feeling and seeing, it is too. And look again at all the shit that's going on our one planet. And that's one planet in one solar system in one galaxy. And if you believe what's out there is real, which it is, then you know life is infinitesimal out there. And there is so much energy being projected out there that we have to all shift to a species of kindness and compassion and freedom and equality for all. And the only way it happens is by you shifting your perspective to believe that you have the power within you to heal and change and see things differently. Surrender within, my friend. So I'm going to scroll back. I'm going to see what's going on here in the comments. And if anybody wants to talk and stuff, I love talking to you. I say all the time, go to my website, connect with me. I have a private community that's off social media. That's amazing. And if you go and click the link, you'll find it. So what do we got here? Let's scroll up real quick. I want help releasing self-doubt and the need for external validation. Okay, you want help releasing self-doubt and the need for external validation. Well, you have to figure out what the root of that is. Why are you feeling this way? Who in your life invalidated you? Mommy, daddy, boyfriends, relationships. Somebody conditioned you to feel like you weren't enough. You most likely go out with guys. When you have arguments and express yourself with them, they look at you and say, that's not what you mean. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. Well, the first thing you need to do is run from anybody in your life like that. If you've got somebody in your life who's belittling, demeaning you, invalidating you, then you've got to stand up and express yourself and say, I'm not going to tolerate that shit. Speak to me and act like that to me, and I'm going to be a distant memory in your mind, right? So whatever happened to you in your life, you've got to come to terms with that. And you have to understand you are worth it. You are more than worth it. And inside you right now, as I'm saying these words, if you are here listening, something is going, he's right. He's right. It's time for me to step up and take accountability for my own feelings and own emotions. Here's the truth. Every single person you know and meet in life is going to see you a little bit differently. No one's ever going to see you the same. I say all the time when we close our eyes and we do guided meditations, try this right now. You close your eyes, instantly there is a shift. You can feel a physical shift. Open your eyes, look at me. One more time. Close your eyes. You sense and feel that shift. When you close your eyes, we're only disconnecting the camera. Inside here, this is the sacred safe space. This is the version of you nobody is ever going to understand, and in here, nobody can ever take anything away from you. And the longer you sit in here and the longer you let the thoughts process themselves and present themselves without judgment, without restriction, you'll realize there's this emptiness between them. And if you take your awareness and focus it into the mind, you can see visually it's not nothing in the mind's eye. There's dots, there's texture, there's colors, there's movement. The longer you sit in here, you'll start to see shapes, figures, beings. You'll see other places. Some of them will make sense to you and some of them won't. Open your eyes if they've been closed. Inside you here is the real you. This is where we come from. The nothingness that became aware. It's the best way to say it. Before anything existed, it was nothingness. No light, no sound, nothing. Just awareness. And somehow that singular awareness found a way to, within itself, manifest and create all of this, including you and I. The best way I can say it is we exist in the mind of God. All God can possibly be is this awareness, this mind. Everything exists within it. And as I said at the beginning of this conversation, if that's the case, then you have to understand you are and always will be connected to that source because you are that source. And if you want to even take this a step further, I have something for you. Kid you not, honestly to God, 100% free. I don't want a penny from you. When we're done with this conversation tonight, when I say goodbye, see you later, go to my profile, click the little link tree. And I know TikTok hates that shit when you send some people off their app, but click that little link tree link on my profile. You're going to see like the third or fourth tab down, it says free PDF, the Book of New Light / the Celestial Messenger. The Book of New Light is my first book. I wrote it about 5 or 6 years ago. I put myself in my cottage when I used to live in Connecticut. I live in Illinois now. I put myself in my cottage for 30 days. I asked a whole bunch of questions out there, and I just let the frequencies come in and wrote down what I received back. There's 55 questions in the first book. It's called the Book of New Light. 55 questions, and I guarantee you 90% of them are questions that you are asking every single day. And when you read the answers in those books, they will resonate more truth with you than anything you have ever heard because it's for you. And then the second book is The Celestial Messenger. I haven't even put that in print yet. I still have to do a final proof of it. It's more personal stories about experiences I've had, true experiences, and it's also a lot of passages of insight and guidance and stuff, and it's for free. I uploaded the 2 books to Google Drive. No email. You don't have to put your email in. You don't have to do anything. You click the link. You are literally taken to my website, and it'll show you the first book is there. It'll say free download. You click it. The second one is there, free download. You click it. It'll open it up. Sometimes Google Drive does that thing where it says this file wasn't scanned for viruses or something. Download anyway. I promise you, it's literally just a PDF book, and it's going to open right on your desktop. Read the Book of New Light. You'll read it in just a few hours. It's one of the easiest reads you'll ever read in your life. It's written for everybody to understand in a way everyone can relate to, and it will change your life. I promise you. And so as far as that question of like validation, I used to feel the same way. I was never validated through my life, and that made me a very like harsh and screaming person and very aggressive and very demanding because of that. And you've got to let that go. Again, you want validation. Your awareness, your soul doesn't need validation. Your ego does. So start to listen to that intuitive knowing beyond that thing that's desiring validation and stuff, and you'll start to really feel and express something different. Aliens, read my second book, The Celestial Messenger, and you'll know everything I have to say about aliens. Betrayed, low self-worth, Listen, again, betrayed and low self-worth. What you're doing, this maybe nobody's ever put it this way for you. Betrayed, low self-worth. So something or someone happened, something happened in your life by someone that made you feel that way. So what you're doing is letting a portion of your life or a singular event dictate who you are. That's I don't want to use the word that's crazy. But it's crazy. I mean, think about that. You're letting one stupid asshole who broke your heart or who ruined you or who cheated on you or who said you're ugly or you're fat, whatever the case may be, you're letting some dipshit, male or female, break you down. Listen, when somebody expresses hatred, when somebody expresses things of negativity to you, I hate you, you suck, you ugly, you smell, they're not talking about you. That hate is something they have inside of them and they're projecting it out to you. Again, what I said at the top of this conversation, how you believe about yourself, what you believe about yourself is how you're going to resonate. It's everything. Everything you're perceiving to be is everything you are. So if you're saying, I was betrayed, I'm worthless because I was betrayed, I suck, I must not be a good boyfriend, I must not be a good girlfriend because they cheated on me, they broke up with me, they didn't want me, I can't get anybody. You're letting one singular event alter everything in your life. You have to stand up and become accountable and say, no, that person was damaged. That person was broken. They didn't know what they were talking about. They never got to understand me. They never got to see the true me. They just don't know who I am because I am not those things. You are not those things. So don't feel betrayed. What you're doing right now is betraying yourself. Don't let somebody else give you low self-worth because what you're doing right now is you're carrying their perspective. This person projected an energy to you. You're nothing. And you went like this. Okay, thank you. I got it. And now you're walking around carrying somebody else's energy. Let it go. Let it go. You are worth much more than that, I promise you. A seed must be covered in darkness before you. Yeah, absolutely. Grief with guilt. Grief with guilt, grief with guilt, grief with guilt. You know, as I said before, you know, we all, look, bad things happen to us. We do bad things. Grief with guilt. This is actually easy. If you're feeling guilty because you hurt somebody, you betrayed somebody, you cheated on somebody, you stole from somebody, you lied from somebody, look at yourself now and look at yourself when you did that. You're not the same person. You feel that weight and that pressure of that event. That is only your soul letting you know that that event was negative and it's not something that you should be doing again. So you look at that event not with guilt, with gratitude. You learned. You learned that by doing that action, you are going to feel like shit. So how do we not feel like shit? We don't do that again. So we turn away. Okay, there it is. It's there. It has nothing to do with me. It's inaccessible. That bad moment is inaccessible. I've overcome it. I see it differently. I've shifted my perspective. I'm turning and facing the light. See, that's the problem with most of us. As I said before, we've had all these shitty things happen to us in the past, right? We've gotten through them. But what most of you do is you do this. You're walking forward, facing backwards. You're walking forward. You're walking towards the light with your back towards it, and you're facing and focusing on all the darkness and bad things behind you. Stop. As I said, we've gotten through that. We've gotten past it. We understand even the worst things we've done to somebody else, it's because I didn't understand. I was still lost. I was broken. I was learning. I was hurt. They did this to me because they were lost. They were broken. They were hurt. But I have an opportunity right now to turn around and face the light before me, to let life unfold naturally, without resistance, without expectation, just pure gratitude to be here right now, to be here right now, free of that, to be free of and open to that, and to be here now. Because honestly, in every sense of the way, physically, scientifically, logically, now is all that exists. You listening to me now, this is all that exists. 2 seconds ago is gone. 2 seconds from now, it doesn't happen. And if you keep applying that to every microsecond, every fucking nanosecond of your life, you will realize how precious this is, how, like, this is the miracle. Having the awareness to be here now. How many times, how many minutes, how many hours have you spent being someplace else mentally, missing life before you? Most of your life. So you have an opportunity right now. If you're seeing this video, it's live. This isn't going to be posted on my page. If you're catching this, you've got an opportunity to go, right, man, he's right. I've spent my whole life anchored to that one event. I've spent my whole life held hostage to somebody's perspective, somebody's opinion. I've spent my whole life bending to the will and perspective and trying to appease and please everybody around me. I've been so focused on the darkness. I've been so afraid of the future that I forgot. This is all there is. This moment now. And I hope you let that punch you in the face really hard, because it should. When you realize how impactful and how truth it is that this is the only moment that will ever exist in your life. Now, it changes everything. It makes that stupid, trivial shit of the past look like the stupid, trivial shit that it is, because it was a great lesson. You hear, you got past it. Open your heart, open your mind, project freedom and equality from everybody. Don't worry about blue and red. Don't worry about Jew and Christian. Don't worry about black and white. Don't worry about gay and straight. Let all of that go. All of it. Because it's the exterior. It's a manifestation and a creation of the ego. Maybe not yours, but somebody else's. And all you're doing is fueling that existence, fueling that life. You know, that whole aspect of burying your head in the sand. We would be better off not taking part of any cause. All movements become motionless anyway. Everybody gets lazy. But if we step back from all these movements and all these fights and all these debates, and we all just went, you know what? I'm not taking part in this anymore. I like people. I want to be treated nice. I like this planet. I don't want to destroy it. I don't want to piss on it. I don't want to drill into it. I don't want to destroy it. I don't want to fight with somebody because of what they believe in or the color of their skin. If we all can have that realization, our world changes tomorrow. So what's the lesson that's been taught to us a very long time ago? Be the change you want to see in the world. You be the change you want to see in the world, and let everybody else come to terms with their own life. Just be a positive inspiration. Don't hold anybody to expectation. As a matter of fact, take that word and strip it from your vocabulary. Because if we could take expectation and turn it into hope, everything changes. I expect you to do this. I expect them to do this. I expect you to be home. I expect your work to be done like this. No. You hope. The minute you let go of expectation, expectation is holding somebody hostage to an imaginary outcome that you've got inside your mind. But when you hope somebody comes home on time, you hope your kids are good, you are allowing them that freedom. You're allowing them that freedom to fall on their face, and you're there to help them get back up rather than holding them by the neck and not letting them fall. We all have the right to experience the life that we feel from within. Find a way to do that for yourself. And find a way to truly express simple kindness and compassion. Smile at strangers when you're walking down the street. When you're online at the checkout, look at the person's eyes. Look at their face. You know if a person's in a good mood or a bad mood. And most importantly, you know something to say that can make them feel good. And that's what it's all about, my friend. If we feel good and we can project that beautiful energy out and around us, that's what it's getting. And if that's what it's getting, it's what it's sending us back. You get what you give, and it will always be like that. And I promise you, I don't want you to follow my path. I don't want you to adopt my beliefs. I only want to help you find your way home and maintain that. So, as I said, if any of you are listening to this, if you're clicking those hearts, click one more thing. That link on my bio. Look at the books, download the books, visit my site, take a look at my site, look at my private community. It's incredible. It's incredible, my friends. And I promise you, I'm gonna let you go right now because I just want you to have an opportunity to think about this. Stop scrolling. Take a few minutes to shut the fucking phone off. Shut the lights off in your room. Sit in some darkness. Sit in some silence. Close your eyes. Focus on your breathing. When your mind starts thinking about a thought, let it be there. Don't judge it. Just think about it. And then all of a sudden go, oh, wait, he said to breathe. Think about my breathing. Return to think about your breathing. Here comes another thought. That's great. You got an itch? Scratch it. Go back to your breathing. He did this. She did that. I'm breathing. I'm breathing. You'll notice that those thoughts will start to get spaced out. And there's something between the silence. And if you do it every day, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, little micro meditations, at the end of the day, you'll realize one day you've processed and reassessed and let go of all those inhibiting thoughts. And now you are sitting here resonating and seeing and being and living from that beautiful awareness that is inside of us all, because that's all there is. There is only one. And all of us are one within one. And the sooner we embrace that truth, the sooner we can change this world to what it was meant to be. This is fucking heaven. It's where we get to drink from the rivers of clean water. We get to pick the fruits and vegetables off the trees. We get to be with loved ones and connect with them here in a physical reality, because when we leave here, we go back to the nothingness and then we go someplace else and do something else. So we're here now, my friends. So I'm begging you to find a way to get past your ego. I'm here every day. Send me a direct message. Follow me on Instagram. Message me through my site. Read my books. Connect with me however you want. I absolutely live to connect and communicate with as many people as I possibly can, my friend. Thank you for listening. Thank you for those who are following my pages and watching the videos. I absolutely love you all. I'm eternally grateful to be able to connect and communicate with you. And I hope you all give yourself the opportunity to find your way inside, because the true power of spiritual healing doesn't come from somebody waving their hands at a screen or banging on crystal balls. It comes from you believing and shifting your perspective and embracing that divine light that vibrates inside of us all, my friends. Have a nice night. I'll see you soon.